Bruh, it worked. I can't believe it.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
All right, with Trigger Man back in the lab. And today, what we have here. Today we're gonna be spraying this Hyundai, damage on the tailgate there, damage on the fender. What actually happened with this one, this was a gypsy job. This was done by one of those parking lot bandits with a spray can. So this whole entire fender had spray can on it. So they had to lacquer thinner, take it off with a Scotch-Brite, and it burned through a few spots. So then we're basically at the door, so we're gonna blend the door. So that's why that looks like that, a little bit of damage, and all of this here, even though the prepper still did burn it, she burned me. Not like you guys get burned, but a different kind of burn. Yeah, nasty boy. So yeah, that's what we're doing, and the front bumper. On this one, I'm gonna be trying something a little bit different, man. I was watching one of my subscribers. He subscribed to me, I'm subscribed to him. The channel is Spray Works, or Amedio. I'm not sure which is which, is that his name or the name of the channel, but cool dude, man, cool dude. Shout out to you, Amedio, if I'm saying that right. If not, let me know. But man, he was doing this video. The dude, you know me, I'm a flicker. I like to flick. That's how I do. That's how I've always done. I actually said that in his video, because he says, don't flick your wrist. I say, I'm a flicker. In the paint booth with the paint gun, I'm a flicker. In traffic, people cut me off, I'm a flicker. Like, that's what I do. I've always done that. 28 years, flick, 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 that's where I learned. He says, what you do when you're painting, instead of flicking, you come off. You come off. And it looked crazy to me, but it looked good, the finished results. So, you know, I'm an old dog, stuck in my ways, but it was pretty cool. And I'm not even sure if that's something that's going on and everybody doing. I don't watch much YouTube paint channels, but when someone comes in and supports me, support goes both ways. So, you know, I check the dude out. And he's pretty cool dude, funny, you know. And y'all know I don't like much people on YouTube. I don't like much channels, you know what I'm saying? Rainbow. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna try that, man. I'm gonna try it, and if something starts to look crazy, I'm gonna start flicking. But I'm gonna try his pull out. He called it the pull out. Like one of them, he did 2 in 1 video. One was the reverse blend, where you bring it all the way, and then you blend, you pull out. It's crazy. I'm gonna try it though, man. I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna base this one out with the DV1 base gun, and then I'm actually gonna clear it with the Wacom, the West Coast Choppers. This is a 1.2 in here. MP cap, I think it is. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna mask up, mix up, and we'll get to it.
Trigger Man. Yeah, bro. That's pretty cool of you to say where you learned the trick from. You know, where you learned the little trick or whatever you call it. You know how some guys do on YouTube. You know, they do something and then they say, oh, I learned this from some old schooler back in the days. When really they just seen somebody do it. You know, man, that's why this whole YouTube thing, man, these people shady, bro. You know, I was gonna start my channel when I do my Hummer. But I'm like, man, this thing is full of creeps, man, you know. Everybody just be looking and taking your stuff and don't give you no credit. So I said forget it. But anyway, yeah, I checked out the guy's video you're talking about, Amedio, and he's spraying water base. So it'll be cool to see if it actually works with solvent. You're spraying solvent, so I'm pretty interested to see what is gonna happen, bro. You know? Pretty cool. Oh, you got that DV1, huh? What your pressure? 1 and 3 and 4 is 7. So 7, 1 7, 17 psi on the DV1. Alright, bro. I'm gonna sit back and check it out, see what happens. If you screw up, I'll laugh. Spray on, brother. Spray on.
Now see what happens when you try to teach an old dog new tricks? Ooh, I screwed up. No. You're supposed to go all the way to the end of the panel. Do your furthest point of your blend first, and then work your way back up. That's the reverse blend that the guy was doing. Okay? And then also the pull out. That's a separate technique within the video he was doing. So even though in my head I said I'm gonna do that, I still was kind of doing my own thing. But man, I tell you, it was cool. It worked. It really did. So I did the reverse blend. I went ahead and took my blend all the way over first, but I didn't pull out. See, that's why I put my hands up. I didn't do the pull out thing. So it was my first time. And still, I'll say, for the first time doing it, man, I was shocked. If you could have seen my face in the paint booth, it worked. I really don't even understand how it worked, but man, it worked. It was pretty cool. Now, he did say it was for waterborne, but you could do it for solvent. A lot of times people just say that stuff and they don't really know, so I wanted to see. And surprisingly, it worked. Okay, so here's the pull out. Pull out. Pull out. Pull out. Man, let me know if you guys out there are doing this, or you've seen it, or is it a thing that's really going on the YouTube paint channels? I don't know, but man, it was a smooth blend. Pull out. I know a lot of y'all don't like to pull out, so you probably can't do this technique anyway. That's why you're on child support, because you don't know how to pull out. But my pull out game is spectacular with solvent base. You dirty boy. But yeah, see, thumbs up in the booth. Like, it was smooth, man. Even though I have no problem with my flicking, none at all. But hey, see, okay, now we're doing now. Pull out. Pull out. Pull out. Man, it was just pretty cool. I had to try it. When I seen the dude doing it, I was like, there ain't no way. You know, that's some waterborne thing. But even if the day comes in the future that I may have to spray waterborne, hey, if this is really the technique that they use and it helps, then man, I'll already be ahead of the game. Because I have not sprayed waterborne paint one day in my life. You know, when I left the dealership, they were installing the fans. They were getting ready to switch over. We were using Sherwin-Williams Ultra 9000 or something, I think it was. But whichever one that didn't match, it never matched good. But that's what we were using, and they were switching over to Sherwin-Williams Waterborne. Again, they were installing all of the fans in the ceiling, and that's when I made my exit from the dealership. So I've never sprayed waterborne a day in my life. But if this gives me the edge, but when I do, then hey, if I ever do, then you know it's something to have. And big shout out to you, Emilio. Thank you for this, because man, pull out. Yeah, man, it's cool. It's cool, you know. Now, what I'm wondering is, can I get away with doing this with a fast? Because I can manipulate, like a lot of these metallic jobs, you really should use slow. I'm using a slow reducer here. So the thing that I'm wondering is, can I get away with using a fast? Because I can manipulate these panels. I can come in on a hot day with a fast base reducer and do my paint, my blend with my wrist with a flick, and I can make it blend in without using really a slow. See, there's nothing on the panel. There's no overspray. There's no sand piling. Like, there's nothing. Like, everything laid down smooth. So the thing that I'm wondering is, if I were to use a fast, would that technique still work with the lifting off? I know 100% that it will work with the way I flick when I do my blends. So maybe that's something that we'll try, or maybe even Mr. Emilio could chime in and let us know under the comment section. 24 psi, fluid full, 1 turn in on the fan. Again, this is the Wacom Carbonio, the West Coast Choppers edition with a 1.2 and the MP cap. Spring at 24 psi. AmTech clear, went down smooth as butter, no problem. It's 1.2, so I'm moving a little slower with it. I also have a 1.3 as well, but we got a 1.2 today. It's about 100 degrees in the booth, so it's moving a little slower, but hey, all good. But yeah, so that pull out, it really works. It really works. If you could have saw my face in the paint booth, like when I seen the blend like working, very surprised, man, very surprised. I was actually expecting for it not to work, and then I was gonna just start doing my blend, flick my wrist like I normally do. But hey man, it worked. So the reverse blend as well as the pull out method, 2 thumbs up from the Trigger Man. I probably should be watching more YouTube paint videos. Can learn a thing or two. Can you guys recommend any good channels out there? And don't you even say it.
Trigger Man. Yeah, bro. I can give you a few good recommendations. I know a few good channels, man. There's this one channel. I'm not gonna say it, bro. Let me stop. Let's stop. Let's stop the feuding. You know, it'd be nice. I'm not gonna tell you nothing about no Rainbow Ranch. I'm not going there. I'm not gonna go there, Trigger. You know, we gotta stick together out here, man. In this paint community. It's a small community, small yet big. You know. When it comes to the big dogs, I'm not talking about just every Tom and Joe with a channel. You know, the big dogs, it's the big dogs, you know. And Trigger, I consider you one of the big dogs, man, you know. Even though you're an old dog in his old damn spray booth, but you're still a big dog, Trigger. Don't get it wrong, brother. I'll see Trigger Man get down in one of them top of the line state-of-the-art spray booths. Man. That boy Trigger ain't nothing nice. He ain't nothing nice. But yeah, Trigger, maybe you should start watching them, you know? Start watching some of them. They got a couple of them. But some of them so goddamn boring, bro. It's like, man, you be looking like... guy just be talking like... gonna do something like this and It's like, god damn, bro. Like, go drink a caffeine or a Red Bull or... Adderall or something, bro. Like, man, the guy got no personality. Like, jeez. I see why you don't be watching that, man, you know. I fall asleep on the video. Yeah, I look good, chill. I look good. Yeah, I look good. I didn't see no blend, nothing on there, chill. Yeah, so that's that pull out, brother. That reverse blend and that pull out. I like that.
All right. We got it done. This is what we're looking like. That blend, seamless. Yeah. It definitely works, man. Definitely works. 100%. Will I make that my new style? Probably not, but it works. Definitely works. Seamless blend. No need to pretend. Yep. So again, it works with solvent base. Guy said that it's definitely for water base, but you can use it for solvent. I wanted to try it out, see for myself. It works, 100%. No BS. So that's it. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Okay, so like I said, the Trigger Man, 100% vouch for the pull-out method with solvent base. You see it, direct sunlight, not partial sun, not hidden behind the building. Direct sunlight on a blend. Nothing there. No trace. So, thumbs up, pull out, and that's it. Just as simple as that, you know? Just as simple as that. And this was a very coarse metallic. Hyundai, you guys know those Hyundai metallics. Some of them are a pain. And this was as easy as it looks. It was effortless. Like, look at there. Just as simple as that. So some of you guys that are having issues with metallics and striping and modeling and so forth, this might be something for you. But give it a try. And those of you who know about it already, who've been doing it, let me know how you like it. And for the day that comes when I have to start spraying waterborne, if I do, hey, I'll already be ahead of the game, you know. But hopefully I'll be retired by then. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Please share this video with a friend. And after doing so, please tell his girlfriend. Peace.